guys, I'm Mystic Mary, and this is your Tarot Tea Time energy reading. So we're going to get right into it with the Tarot of the Divine. This is one of my favorite decks on the planet. It is inspired by deities, folklore, and fairy tales from around the world, and I always get very clear messages with this deck. So let's get the first card from the tarot deck, and then we're going to get another card from, let's see which oracle deck do I want to use. From my, no, we'll see. I'm going to think about it. Do I have other ones in here? Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're going to use this one. It's not the right holiday, Sabbath, but we're going to use it because I like the energy. It's my Seasons of the Witch Beltane Oracle, and I do plan on getting the Samhain Oracle this week. I get paid tomorrow, so I'm going to be getting that. So be ready. Ooh! Is that really the energy right now? The sun? And the Wheel of Fortune? Is the sun shining its light on you right now? Are you about to get some kind of, like, karmic debt that is owed to you? Because that's what it's feeling like, guys. That's a lot of positive energy after what seems to have been a really hard phase. Like, okay, so the overall energy is very specific with, so I'm seeing that you have been stuck in this phase of the Seven of Wands and the Five of Coins. This shows poverty. This shows, I'm seeing somebody eat ramen, you know, like every single night. I'm seeing somebody who goes to work day in, day out and is just barely getting by. Do I see myself right now? No, but I'm seeing like even more, like I'm sorry, I have hair on my face. I'm highly blessed at the moment. Like, yes, I am struggling. There are things in life, obviously. I'm trying to make ends meet, but at the end of the day, I'm blessed. I have more than enough by the end of the month to cover my necessities, and what I'm seeing is someone who barely meets that. Well, things are starting to look up. There is definitely a light, not just at the end of the tunnel. The light is a spotlight on you. Like, I'm feeling hot all of a sudden. Like, you know, so I grew up on stage. If you grew up on stage, you know the heat of the stage lights. It is, oh my gosh. It is absolutely excruciating and blinding. It's almost as if, like, you are going to be off-put by this blessing. You're going to be like, there's no way. This is not for me. This is not for me. Like, that's what you're going to be saying. But it is for you. And I just got chills. It is for you. With the Wheel of Fortune, it is destined for you. It is supposed to. It is literally how the wheel is turning for you. It's turning in your favor. Literally towards the sun. I'm seeing a sundial. I don't know why. Maybe that's relevant to you. Let's get one oracle card to describe the current energy for my collective. Chant, hear me loud, hear me roar, for I am here in my truth. Okay. Hear me loud, hear me roar. I'm seeing, for some reason, the Strength card. Like, I kind of relate the Strength card and the Sun card together because they're very similar energies, except one is obviously like happiness and joy, but then I don't know, I just get the same energy from them. I don't know how to explain it. It might just be that the Strength card gives off sun energy. It's not so much that the Sun card gives off strength, but it's like the sun gives you strength to face the day, right? It's really hard to face the day when it's cloudy and raining outside, but the sun literally provides your body the energy to face the day. And I'm hearing you're going to want to dance and celebrate whatever it is that's coming in. And the green man is visiting you, which sounds weird. That sounded weird. But maybe the green man is visiting you. Like, you know what I mean? If you're a gardener and not that kind, you know what I'm talking about. That's not what I was meaning. I was talking about this card that I'm seeing right here, the Green Man. It says, all that I desire comes to me easily and effortlessly. I know this to be true, for I am abundant in all I do. And when I looked down and saw this Green Man, I saw it as like a bearer of gifts. I don't know why. Maybe there's some lore behind that. I'm actually going to read. I have the book. Might as well. All right. Okay. One more page. Everything the Green Man touches turns to gold, or rather green. That is. He is the ultimate expression of abundance and, more specifically, an abundance mindset. When the Green Man invites you to his earthly lair, it is to infuse you with the spirit of wealth. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy because I got this like poverty card. Money will flow to you with ease. Opportunities will suddenly come knocking, or you will find the fulfillment of a goal is just within reach. Sorry. This is also a sign that you are on the right path and what you're doing now is working, so keep at it. This card shows that you are living life and enjoying all the fruits of your labor. You feel more confident and sure of yourself, and other people have taken notice of this and seek your advice, knowing you have much to share. The Green Man is also a giver and provider of wealth. Be generous with your abundance, both financially and spiritually. Share your knowledge and invite others to partake in your good fortune. Literally what I was like, this card is tying it all together. Like, literally there's going to be some sort of blessing financially or in relation to growth and prosperity. So that doesn't, like, it could literally be as simple as your plant finally grew vegetables. That's happening for me. I had the most hectic summer after, so I got married this spring, and then I started my garden when we got back from our honeymoon. But a lot kind of went down in our lives, and I ended up, between that and launching my business, which I actually, long story, I had plans of launching my business in April and doing all of this, but then we decided to get married. So we ended up focusing on that first, and then the honeymoon, and then I got home and I was processing a lot of good and bad things, and between that and trying to build the business, I have barely had time to focus on my garden. And so I have one plant, actually two, because it's 2 tomato plants, but I have one specifically that's hanging on and just recently started to grow tomatoes. And I really thought it was going to be a dry season, like I wasn't going to get anything because all my other plants died. And these have been dormant all season, so I really wasn't expecting any fruit. And I'm hearing that you're not really expecting any fruit from whatever it is that you are cultivating. You're cultivating something. Okay, stay with me. Okay, so I got the card embodiment. It says, now unsown from the flesh, a most alluring lullaby stills my pain as the skies bleed for my heart and the embodiment I am to claim. I need to read this because this deck is very like poetic and sometimes the words go right over my head. Let's see. Like the meaning of what they're saying. Okay, being authentic means you get to shape yourself in the image of your choosing and is about having ambitions and goals. Okay. So this is just talking about learning how to embody the life or the energy or the characteristics that you desire before they exist. So it's basically like if I decided, so for example, I've decided that I want to build a tarot business. I've decided that I want my sole job and title in this life to be providing guidance through tarot. And so therefore I am making changes every day to embody that lifestyle, and I'm looking towards people who are already doing this, who I might can consider as a mentor or someone of inspiration, like a muse, right? And then I learn how to embody that. And yeah, so why is this on my lap? There's a card on my lap. When did this get here? It says Fire Festival 11. Through flame and through song, there will rise a new dawn. Wow. That sounds like a battle chant, because there is a group of hooded men behind her with fiery torches, and she is leading this, I'm hearing guild. I'm reading too many fantasy novels, guys. She's leading this group, possibly a resistance, and it's almost as though she's dancing. It says through flame and through song. So I'm hearing the men in the background. This card is coming to life for me right now. I'm hearing the men in the background chanting. And she is leading this group in dance, and they are walking behind her, but she is leading the group. Almost like, you know how like in parades, sometimes there will be like a band following dancers, and the dancers are leading, but they're just dancing in their own world. That's what I'm imagining, except for she is more so specifically, literally leading this group. Not just in front of them, but she is leading them. So maybe there is something that you need to learn how to cultivate being a leader for in your life. Okay, so what is this Fire Festival referring to? Let's get a tarot card. What is this Fire Festival referring to? Okay. You need to protect your energy with chanting. So it might be something to do with this is a collective reading, so it's gonna be different for everybody, but whoever this collective is that I'm talking to, your voice, I just accidentally drew a card. We'll touch that in a second. Your voice is very powerful, possibly singing voice, because it does say through flame and through song on that card. But I'm hearing your voice holds weight. I may have said this in a recent reading. I don't remember, but I feel like I may have said this before. Like recently, last week or something. And there is some sort of sneaky energy around you. Something that you need protection from. And your voice will protect you. Your voice will protect you. That's the message here. So your voice will protect you. Clarify the Fool card. It's a lot of cards. Okay, let's see. Your voice will bring you wealth as well. It will protect you and it will bring you wealth. It will help give you confidence to take the risks you need to I don't know what I just said 222 on accident. Like, I was just repeating that word. I wasn't trying to say an angel number. Maybe you needed that. There's something hidden Okay, I want to read a little bit about this tarot card, the story behind it. So give me a second. 7. So it says the 7 of coins represents the desire for a good harvest, though it might require sacrifice. It is about the Aztec mythology from Mexico called Nanahuatzin. I hope I said that correctly. It says Nanahuatzin must determine when it is right to be patient and when it is better to scrap everything to start fresh. Okay, so what's hidden is there is definitely something trying to slow you down, because this card came out in the reverse. There's something trying to slow you down. It's almost as if it's your... I think it's more than that. Hold on. Actually, I want to get a different deck. We're going to do my What's the Tea deck. I knew it would come in. I knew this deck would come in at some point during this reading. I need to know what's hidden and what is trying to slow this collective down. The card Talking Shit just almost came out. Okay. You're responsible, or not responsible, but you feel responsible for someone financially, and they're slowing you down in this because you feel responsible for them. And so you're putting all of your energy into providing for this person in one way or another. I'm seeing somebody that mooches a lot, somebody that feels like they have the right to even use your money without asking, like provide like IOUs. But the card that just came out is moving on. Thank you, next. Thank you, next. Yeah, because otherwise you're gonna go bankrupt. Like, maybe literally, but figuratively at least. So you need to learn how to regulate your generosity. Whether it's physical money or time, because time is money. Okay, yeah, there's some people also around you. We're just getting nosy at this point, but there's some... Imagine someone who is stuck in the status quo. They are very much like following the standard steps to life, where like you marry, you have babies, you get a full-time job, you do this, that, blah, blah, blah. And they're creeping at your scarcity tactics, like your strategies when it comes to your money, and the way like you're eating ramen every night even though you can afford to go out to eat, possibly. Like, maybe that's the case. Maybe it's not just that you're broke, but like you're not broke, but you're living like you're broke, because it's almost like you have this ability to... you're just more financially responsible than this person, and they're judging you for it. So another sign to protect your energy. Okay, last one. I guess we needed one more. Someone who's a drama starter, and also I was talking about being on the stage, and they're on the stage. It says, stirs the pot, always in the middle, loves the chaos. This person might be a drama starter. It might be the same energy, the same person. This person hates that you're happy, and they're kissing up to you. They're kissing your ass because they want to be in your good graces, because they see that even though they ridicule you for your choices, they see how much more free you are than them. So keep your distance, keep your guards up. If you feel the need to cut them off, cut them off. If you don't, be vigilant and protect yourself when you're in their energy. Okay, we're gonna get another. We're gonna change our focus to a new energy that's around you. I want to check into one more source of energy that's in your field. I'm feeling like there might be something significant because I usually don't do this, but I specifically want to change the subject and dive into, where's my deck of cards? Dive into a completely different energy that's surrounding you. So let's get my metaphysical cannabis oracle deck. Okay. Let's give it a good shuffle. Okay. And let's see what we got. What is the current energy, this secondary energy that's coming through for this energy reading? That one flipped. Okay. It says cloud meditation, look up. And I was literally, me and my husband the other day were literally watching the clouds while we were driving and talking about different shapes we were seeing. We do this often, but it's been a while since we've done that, and we recently did that, so that's kind of crazy. We're going to get some tarot to expand on this energy. Give it a good shuffle. Alright. What are some tarot cards? Okay. Okay, you need to... Yeah. Okay, the energy that is around you. I'm hearing that there's a specific energy, not just the energy around you, but there's an energy of maybe a guide or deity coming through that is telling you to look up. You're a witch. If you're not, maybe this part of the reading's not for you, and the first half was, so thank you for joining. You can skip to the end if you want to listen to my outro. I don't know what I'm going to end up saying, but if you want to listen to it, I'll tell you about, like, how to get connected with me. But you're a witch, and you are being contacted by one of your guides right now, being told to go within, close yourself away from the noise. That doesn't necessarily mean inside. It's actually specifically outside, because I'm hearing you need to go literally cloud watching. Like, gaze into the clouds, and this will bring some sort of epiphany. With the tarot card I got the Page of Swords, and I'm hearing like some sort of clarity, like a newfound clarity, will be brought to you through these clouds. Okay, these weren't shuffled enough, so I'm not going to take those because those need to be mixed in. Those were all from the first half of the reading. It didn't get shuffled good. Alright, one more tarot card. What is this energy wanting to tell my collective? Or hold on, let me rephrase that. What is this epiphany in reference to? The sneaky energy around you. Like, the person that's draining you. This is literally going to be your clarity coming through. Oh my god. Okay. If you're a tarot reader and you want to know what cards I was just looking at, we got the 7 of Swords, the 5 of Coins, 7 of Cups, and the 8 of Wands. Like, this clarity is coming in. It's going to be coming in quick. And you know how clouds move quickly? This might just be a metaphor. You may not be specifically guided to go do this. If you don't, it's okay. But I feel as though there's a big percentage of you that will end up doing this. Go to your local park, lay in the grass on a blanket or something, and stare at the clouds and think about the situation. Meditate even. So, like, actively don't think about the situation if you need to. Through meditation, clear your mind. Hold on. I spilled water all over my face. Clear your mind, and through this meditation, whether you do it inside in the dark or outside under the clouds, this clarity will come through quick. Fleeting too, so pay attention to the small, like, subliminal messages. I want to get a goddess card to close out. This is kind of a short one today. At only 25 minutes, which, I mean, that's not that short compared to my others. It's just a little bit short. But let's get a goddess card, and we're not done yet, so who knows. Let's get a goddess card. What goddess wants to come through with what message? Cordelia is saying to go outside. I love when they back me up. It says, you have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. And then it also says, true love. The romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. Oh, interesting. What could this be in reference to? Let's give one more. Okay. This is just a sweet little message, like a side note from one of your guides, but you're being told to pick up whatever art form you consider your true love. It could be multiple art forms, but I'm seeing some sort of art form, like whether it's making something with your hands, singing with your voice, playing an instrument. Also, I'll let you look at this card. Playing an instrument. It's the true love card. Or anything that you consider an art. This is art as well. The art of tarot. Anything that you consider an art that literally gives you the same joy and exhilaration and butterflies and happiness and what's the word? Connection to yourself that a true love connection would. You need to spend your energy and time doing that for the next few weeks at least. Yeah, these are just reinforcing what I just said. Undying love and cycles and rhythms, which is showing this lady dancing, honoring the cycles and rhythms of your body, energy levels, and emotions. And the love you have shared is eternal regardless of the situation. Okay, so this is kind of resonating personally because I used to consider dance the art form. That was like my true love, correct? When it came to like, you know what I mean? Like my true love when it came to the arts. And then I ended up quitting on not the best terms with the group that I was participating in. And I've had to learn the lesson that that does not define my relationship with dance. My relationship with dance was not ripped away because my experience with the group that I participated with was unpleasant or toxic. I can still honor the cycles of my body, energy levels, and emotions through dance if it's what my heart desires. And it doesn't have to be to the same extent it used to be. Dance is dance. There is no further definition on dance than moving your body in rhythm. And there's nothing else aside from that. So what I'm trying to say is the circumstances, the perfection, and the lights, the glitter, the flashiness, the what's the word? The like build up, that does not, how do I need to word this? Like, the art is so much more than that. The art itself is not ripped away if all of those aspects are ripped away. The art is still there, shining, right? In its most basic, beautiful form. So with that being said, if your circumstances are not ideal when it comes to your art form, that is irrelevant. You're being asked to do it anyways. And you will find joy, clarity, and enlightenment through this. So really, the overall energy for this reading it feels really like I'm seeing, like, I don't know why, but I'm seeing the energy as like, you know, in like, I'm saying like a lot. You know, in a Disney movie when Cinderella's dress transforms and there's like imaginary glitter just like soaring through the air around said person, like I'm seeing that around you. It's magical. Yeah. There's going to be some sort of initiation after a phase of hard work. And that kind of ties it back into the message in the beginning. So that was beautiful. Thank you guys for sticking around. This was my first reading of the week with an energy reading. I will be back tomorrow with a love reading. And then the next day with a career and abundance reading. Get connected with me on my beacons. On my website, which is set up through beacons, but just ignore that. The link will be in my bio, as well as I've added some t-shirts to my website if you want to take a look at those and support a small women-owned business that is just trying to make it out here in the world, and build a career off of my passion. What else do I need to tell you? I'm in the works of creating and setting up a Patreon. If that is something you would be interested in, let me know in the comments. I just want to get a good idea of, like, you know, if that's something people would be interested in or not. I plan on having 2 tiers. One would be the basic tier, and it would include, I'll get into that later, but it will include like a portion of what the advanced tier would include, and it's going to be things from like tools that you can use to improve your craft, monthly and weekly readings, discounts, stuff like that. So if that's something you'd be interested in, let me know in the comments. If you love this reading, if it resonated with you, also let me know in the comments. And you guys have a lovely day. I'm gonna go eat some dinner.